1 and 2. Right, whoa! Falling over is not advisable. Stretch the strings out a bit. This is take 2 and the song I just wrote, and it's called My Strings Really Need Renewing. It's called 48th Street Meeting, and this time can you just stay in the right place? No, I've heard that word so many times. Okay, where have I my glasses? Thank you, they're over there. Okay, right, that doesn't help at all. Very strange, when I started back in the early 80s, I can't remember, but my recollection is maybe it's just a Mandela effect, you know, a false memory, but that I would write a song and it would just log in my brain, and now, because those songs, you know, they're still in my head after 40 years, but something I wrote 40 minutes ago. Okay, key of A, 1, 2, take the vocal down, 1/4 of a tone. 1, 2, or maybe we'll take it up in my little richer voice. Woo! Good golly, Miss Molly. Woo! Don't play around. 1, 2, 3, 4. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I'd like to dedicate this to a coal mine in southern Germany, eastern Germany. And 3, 4. A man was passing by and stopped and said to me, "Do you mourn for I knew I'd gone wrong, because I forgot to put A, the suspended on the A. I'm so sorry, I'll be with you in a minute. My glasses are fogged up. That's not helping matters. Excuses, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Thank you for your patience. As the hospital said. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The trouble with the nose as long as mine is if your glasses slide down, that you have to get someone in the corner of the room to push them back up because my arms aren't long enough. He's a rhinoplasty, you can't say things like that anymore. It's not the 70s, you can't insult people's noses anymore. It's my own nose, actually, even worse. That's so flagellating. Rhinoplasty, 1, 2, 3, 4. A man was passing by and stopped and said to me, "Do you mourn for the person you used to be?" I answered him in words concise, "Living like I do, you pay a heavy price." He reflected on that and said, "I'm still perplexed. Surely you must know what's coming next." I said, "I've got no views ahead, so I keep replaying times gone by instead." He snapped, "That sounds like expediency. I think you're trying to rewrite history." "Renew it," I corrected him. "Nothing to look forward to from here on in." It was plain to see that he wasn't impressed, but I'd be lying if I said I could care less. What he wanted to hear were lies and a whole lot more. It was safe to surmise. Let me get this straight, he said in slow, measured tones. You stood there impassive as they threw stones. Are you a coward or insane, or someone who has a thing about pain? No, in all three cases I softly said, if I'd unleash my power, they'd all be dead. I chose restraint for their own sakes. You wouldn't want to see me when the levee breaks. I think you're a fool, he eventually concluded. Being that impassive, you must be deluded. I strike first, so I'm left alone. I sighed, you must be a lot of fun at home. I saw a flash of anger surge across his face. He yelled, you think you're better than the whole human race. You err in how I think, I said. I look for good in everyone instead. His silence ticked by and I said, you must forgive me. You have the luxury of knowing you'll outlive me. If you can't forgive, at least forget. Now if you'll excuse me, there's an appointment to be met. Okay, so let's take to a 48th Street meeting. We got there in the end. I didn't dislike that take apart from the false note I put at the end. Which sometimes works and sometimes doesn't. Works better when you're playing very loud electric guitar. Just as the audience think it's over, you go put a dissonant note or two in there. Okay, right. There's another one that's gone by. A quick sales pitch. Hey, how you doing? Thank you so much for your time. There's two cameras running in case you're wondering why my eyes are going like this, you know. One of those creatures, one of those sharks that have got their eyes out here or something or other. Or maybe I'm just imagining it. Is there a shark with its eyes on stalks? I'm sure there must be. Look behind you. So, sorry, something rude just entered my head. So I shan't say it out loud. Real naughty rather than rude. So my name is Paul Murphy, and that song is called 48th Street Meeting. The song called 48th Street Meeting by someone called Paul Murphy is in a lyric anthology that's called War and Harvest by someone called Paul Murphy. And it's available on a website called Amazon. And also on that website called Amazon are more books known by their titles as, I don't know. A New Journey Ahead, Love, Anger, Vengeance, Anguish, Loss, maybe tomorrow, maybe next year, A Love Story, Juliette, Descent and Rise, What's Behind Me, For My Child, Horizons, Love Songs, Compromise Not Pictured, Songs of Bitter Realities, Songs Like Music, Stories that Rhyme. Any of those titles, if you type those into Amazon, that'll bring up my repertoire. And, or even my repertoire, as the French say. Repertoire. Tough crowd. and yeah, and if you like my stuff and you'd like to buy any of my books, well, thank you. And who can blame you, you know? And to be honest, even if you don't like my stuff, if you buy any of my books, thank you. You know, I'm just going to, because all the royalties go to these amazing children on the wall behind me. They don't go to myself. And if you're following these numerically and chronologically, well, thank you for that as well. But the next song up is going to be a cover version of a song written by my amazing daughter when she was 9 years old, and it's called Where Does the Sun Go To Tonight? It's like a foretaste. It goes like this. I'd need to retune, but it goes something like this. No, that's the intro. Thank you for your time. You've been very kind and generous with it, and I do appreciate it. I truly do.